Alright, so hey guys. So I'm going to be making a video on the story time on how I got caught stealing. Now, if you hear my dog barking in the background, sorry. Can't do nothing. Fucking dickhead. But yeah. This bitch. I'll fucking kill her. Okay. So I didn't. So basically, what had happened was one day I was walking with my friends, and then we decided to go to Quick Check. Quick Check was like a corner store, like a big corner store that we used to always go to, but it was expensive. So we went there, we walked in, and they was like, "Oh, remember guys, we're looking for the Goya." And I was like, I know what they was talking about, so I just kept walking. And they had this little smoothie machine in the back, like it's like this machine that has like you can make your own milkshake. You grab the cup and it like had it was frozen, and then like you put it in the machine and stuff. I don't know. But basically they had they was like, "Oh guys, I can't find the Goya," and then I went in one of the, sorry for the bad quality by the way, my phone has a crack on it. So I went into like, this little section, this little aisle, and then I see my friend. She's really little. Like they were all like brothers and sisters, and like they were my best friends because like I've known them for like mad years. And then she has a bag with her, so I'm like, why are you bringing a bag? None of them had money, so she was putting the stuff in the bag, and I was like, oh, okay, so that's that's what we're doing. And I was like, oh, all right, I got you. Like I was a dumb ass. Like I was really stupid. Don't know why, but. And mind you, we were with like I was with my brother. Let me not even start on how much of a mistake this was. But anyways, like basically I had started putting stuff in my bag, and I was obsessed with like a lot of candy back then. So like I grabbed, swoop, like I was like I just went through the aisles and just like put my arm through everything and just started putting stuff in my bag. That's what it looked like. But all I did was grab like certain candies that I liked. And I like me and my friend used to be obsessed with cake frosting then, so like we was putting stuff in bags and everything, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was like, oh, we're gonna be eating mad stuff tonight, blah blah blah. So we went home we went back to their house, and they live right across the street from me, like literally right across the street from me. So we go in, and I'm sitting down, I'm eating my gum, I'm eating my Starburst and everything. My brother went across the street with their brother, because they only had one brother, and my brother was like best friends with him. So they went across the street together to my house, and they were in my room. Well, they were in me and my brother's room. That's the time we shared a room, and my brother's dumbass for this, and I will never forget him. He puts the Starburst that he bought, lays them out on his bed. Well, he laid one out on his bed, and my mom came in, and she was like, oh, what, like, why, who bought you that? You didn't have no money, because she knew we didn't have any money. And he was like, oh, but he brought me this, because I'm not going to say their names. He brought me this, and I was like, okay. She was like, oh, okay. She leaves. And then, like, when she leaves, he lays all of his Starbursts. He had like 10 for no reason. He lays all of them out on the bed. And then she comes back. She's like, Brian. Oops, I almost said his name. She's like, I'm going to call him Dimitri. She's like, Dimitri, go. And I'm like, I'm still across the street. And then like, he comes over and he's like, Chanel, your brother just caught an ass whooping. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, he got caught. And I was like, I wasn't even focused on eating. I was shaking. So like I left my stuff over there because I knew she was going to let me outside eventually. So I kept it over there so that when I come back, I would be able to eat it and stuff. So my sister came over and she was like, Chanel, mom wants you. I swear, like my heart was racing so fast. It was just like I could not control it, and I was like, oh, all right. So I I was still trying to act cool, but they knew me like so well that they knew I was scared. So I just started. I couldn't even hold my tears in. I was just like, I walked to the door, and all I see is my mom. She opens the door. She has a belt on her shoulder in her hand. She's like, this is like basically, this is the belt. So like, that's a horrible reference, but this is like, she's like, she opens the door with this hand, and she's like, this with the belt. And I'm like, I already knew I was gonna catch an ass whooping, but like, it was serious because like I walked in and I like saw that she had like the belt in her. She wasn't playing any games. So I walk in, I don't even look at her. I just walk in and I look down. And I'm like, my dumbass, I had the thinnest jeans on that day. So like I walk in and I'm like, I walk up the stairs. She's like, so you was stealing? And I was like, she shuts the door and locks it. Because I guess she thought I was going to try to run out or something, so she locked it. And then my sister was across the street at the time because she didn't want to, well, she would have laughed if she saw me get beat. But, oh well. So I was like, she was like, so you got caught, so you want to steal mad stuff from Quick Check? From Quick Check? And then she, like, once I hear her voice start getting louder, I'm just like, I knew because like when my mom's voice gets louder, she's gonna hit me. So I was like, I was prepared. And then my brother, as soon as he saw that first swat, like he ran in the bathroom. He got up, he ran. And then like she grabbed the belt and she started boo, boo. She wouldn't even let me get a word out. Because like when she asked me if I stole, she pretty much knew the answer. And I was like, yeah, I stole some gum. She was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I stole some gum. I told her I stole some gum, but I stole more than gum. And then she was like, she's like, she like slammed the door. She didn't even shut it. She slammed it. And then my other brother, my oldest brother, he was in his room. She was like, boo, boo, boo. Long story short, we got the ass whooping. Well, I caught it worse, I'm pretty sure, because I tried to run away from her. I tried to like move. She like hit me in the face by accident, but she was like, that's what your dumb ass gets. She's like, boop, boop, boop. And I was like, oh, God. I started crying. I like screamed. And she was like, shut up. And I was like sniffling it. And I was like, oh God, like let this be over. So it was over after like a good hour. Not even. It was like a couple minutes, but it felt like an hour of an ass whooping. So I ran on my bed and I started crying. I was like, like when I cry, it's hideously ugly. Like I look like a fucking clown. So she started like, oh my God, like when she was hitting me, I felt like a spark just went off and like, cause she beat the brains out of me, like, but that was not the last time I stole, my dumb ass. It was just the last time I got caught for it. And she like, and then like later on that day, I saw that she had like all the Starburst that my brother stole on the kitchen table. And then, like, the pack of gum that I stole, because I don't know how she got it. I guess she went over there, because I took a nap after that. I was like, no. So I wrote a letter. My corny ass wrote a letter. And then, like, I grabbed some pen. I was like, dear Mom, you... I swear on everything I love, I wrote a letter to her that day. And I was like, dear Mom, I know you're mad at me, but you didn't have to hit me. You didn't have to beat me as bad as you did. I don't know what possessed me to write a letter to her, but I said it. I was like, how old was I? I don't remember. I think I was like 10. Yeah, I had to be like 10. So I got up because she told me I couldn't get up from my bed. So everybody, I'm a dipshit. Go. Anyways, so basically, I wrote the letter and I was corny as fuck. And then like I walked through, cause like in order to go to my mom's room, it's like my room, there's a door, my brother's room, there's a door, and then the door leads to my mom's room. So it's just like you run through basically. And then I walked through, I stopped, cause like I slid the letter under my mom's door and then I ran, cause like I knew my brother was taking a nap, so. That was my oldest brother. So I just ran, and I was like, and I was looking at my brother while he was sleeping, and I was like, you dumb bitch. I was so mad at him. Well, I didn't say that. I didn't think it either. I was just like, I was just like, oh my god, you are an idiot. Like, you lay your Starburst out on the bed and then think you're not gonna get caught. Talking about some, he bought it for me. Dimitri bought it for me. No. Dimitri don't have money. Dimitri's broke. Okay? And yeah, basically, he was pissing me. He pissed me off, but he was asleep, so he didn't even do nothing. He pissed me off. Like, and I was like, oh, all right. So my mom walked out of her room. I pretended to be asleep, and she was like, she like had the letter in her hand, and she already opened it because it was already open, and so she laid it back on my bed. She like crumbed it up into a ball because she was like disappointed more so. She was more disappointed than mad, but then again, she was pissed off. Oh my god, but yeah. Long story short, I got an ass whooping of my life. Shut up, Damien. It wasn't the first one I got, and it most likely won't be the last. So, yeah. Eat your Jello and shut up. And so, anyways, yeah, that's the story time on how I got caught stealing. I'm posting this on Instagram and YouTube. So shut up. So, that's a story time on how I got caught stealing and got a bad ass whooping.
Say that stuff while you're trying to, record something. That's smart to have a conversation with someone else. What's going on? So, you might want to restart the whole video.
What are you talking about? But anyways, that's the story time on how I got caught stealing. I hope you guys enjoyed. And subscribe because I got mad stories to tell. So if you want to hear them, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Oh my god, I am such an idiot. But go ahead and do that. And goodbye. Hopefully I'll make another one because I got a lot of stories on stealing and all that jazz. And I'm only 14. I'm gonna stop. Goodbye.